Hello everyone out there, so happy July! Yeah! Can you imagine? It's like half the year is already gone by. Gone with the wine. We are already in the second half of the year of the 2016. Oh yeah. So, how is your day? Happy Friday. How is your day going? You have the answer? Well, just keep it for yourself. And if it's not going that well, it's in your mind to change that. So, first things first. Thank you very much for being here with me in another video. We are at our home in Shenzhen. So I have to tell you guys something. You might already know that I gave a speech about 1 month ago, approximately 1 or 2 months ago, and it was about how to open Latin markets, mainly Mexico and Peru, because these are my main markets. And the participants, the listeners there were... Sorry, I have to give him. I have someone to hug. And someone hugging me. Okay, so this is my favorite thing. My favorite... Sorry, you're not a thing. Rilakuma. It's like a Japanese cartoon, which I love. So if you ever want to give me something, you know what I like. I even have this here, you know? You might know already. Yeah. Okay, let's keep with the talk. This is a giant one. So I went to Guangzhou to give this talk to Alibaba Suppliers. So they were a lot of Alibaba suppliers, mainly from Guangzhou, from very different kind of fields and industries. Some of them were from electronic devices and from LED, a lot of LED suppliers, but they were from all over the around industries around. So it was very mixed. One of these suppliers, I'm gonna make public, which was a factory. It's called Sky Fun. Yeah, you heard it right. It's a factory that makes toys. And sorry, not toys, like toy machines, like arcade and such products. So this supplier added me WeChat because at the end of the talk everybody wanted to add me and share with me some pictures about the whole speech that they had taken about me. So I agreed, and then I added a few people. They make a group about like, oh, Mars fans, and I started adding them little by little, and some of them were like, we want to cooperate with you, could you publish our stuff in your Facebook? Because by now you might know that I have a Facebook page which I mainly publish in Spanish. 99% is Spanish because it's like 12,000 people there liking the page, and 11,000 is Mexican. So my main followers are Mexican, and because I keep writing in Spanish perhaps, but however, the case is that. So I went there and I gave the talk about how did I started Facebook sales and how did I overcome some of the main issues when dealing with Latin market, etc., etc. At the end of the day, the supplier kept sending some messages like, hey, teacher. They call me teacher because I was the professor there, okay? Professor, could you help us sell this and that? And I was very keen at the beginning. I was like, yeah, of course, we have new opportunities. Why not? So there were some suppliers sending me like all kind of things, acoustic rooms, if you're interested, be my guest, cell phone cases, and then what else? Some outdoor furniture, which was very cool. And this supplier, the one from the arcade, Skyphone, he had a company dealing with... By the way, I'm gonna be making him like free promotion, but this promotion is by no means positive. So he was selling this very popular at the moment simulator. It's called 9AVR, like virtual reality. And I thought it was a cool thing to have in my products, in my catalog, to offer the clients. So I went all the way to his company. I agreed, I accepted his invitation to the company to test the products and to talk about our cooperation. So I went there on a Sunday, because Sundays usually I rest, and the rest of the week I'm kind of working. Although I'm working all the time, but hypothetically, yeah. So once I arrived there, we went to have dinner. And Chinese style of negotiating is not to talk about business while you're eating. Let's talk about something else. And then I was very straightforward, because okay, I'm not a foreigner anymore for them, like, to be. I mean, I was like, okay, I came here, now I want to start talking because time is running and I have to go not that late. So let's just go down to business. And he was like, rambling around. So I started getting like upset. Listen, I know that you might think, oh, but you're in China and you have to negotiate the Chinese way. This doesn't happen anymore once I'm here and they know. It's like, okay, let's talk. Or, they will be more understandable about what I know and what I want to do. So it's not like I'm the first time foreigner coming and I will overcome all their procedures. Anyways, because they know that my time is limited. And even though I went to Guangzhou, so this was even more special. So after the dinner, we went to his company, which is located in Panyu, a district in Guangzhou, an hour away from the city center in Guangzhou. And it was already very late. By the time we arrived to the company, it was around 8 p.m. on a Sunday night. And we started looking around to the products, the arcade machines. And we went to the company office there. And then I was like, okay, let's talk business, numbers, cooperation. And then he was like, no, you don't understand our products yet. You cannot sell our products. And I talked to him. I was like, seriously, I'm doing this trading business, and I myself honestly cannot understand all products that I'm selling. And this doesn't mean that I'm selling low quality, but that's why I have some workers, yeah? So I went there to talk about numbers and to talk about whether it was convenient for me, how was the business going, do they have clients in the actual moment in Latin America, what is that they are selling most, and the details will be run by others, by my staff. But no, they wanted me to test machine by machine, and they wanted to take a video about me testing the machines in order to publish to their clients. Okay, so in his company was this 9AVR, the simulator, the virtual reality simulator, in which I was mainly interested. And I tested myself, and there was a movie that was about being on nature, like being on the Mount Everest and feeling the sensations, because there will be air coming out of from your back, and there will be like sounds of nature, and you could see like 365 degrees, like 360 degrees all around, and you could see things. So it was amazing for me. This only one movie, I like it. And then there was like the horror movie, which I don't think it was horror at all. It was like no sense. And then there was other, like the roller coaster, which I thought also was not a very great simulation of it, because it's like go up and down. It's like, oh, there's no fun, there's no feeling on it. However, I think that this 9VR has some future into have maybe traveling, like some people that would like to go to X or Y place, and them having the experience simulated is just awesome. For me, it was really great. Okay, and then after I tested all these products, he wanted me to keep testing other games, and I kept playing. And then I was like, okay, it's already 10 p.m. I need to go back, and already there's no way I'm going back to Shenzhen, so I need to at least go back to Guangzhou. I'm super tired. It's been a very hectic week. I'm always really busy, as you may see. By the way, I have also a Spanish channel, in which I have mentioned before. So I'm trying to make all these vlogs for my English and Spanish channel. Plus, in Facebook page, my main sales channel, I also publish some videos too, random videos. So it's hard work, and I also have to be verifying products, verifying supplier, quality, clients, issues, and so on and so forth. It was my Tai Chi, and you know. Anyways, it was 10 p.m. and he didn't want to leave. And I was like, enough, we are going. And then he's like, oh, you are not well acquainted, how to say, you still do not know about the business, so we cannot speak numbers and we cannot talk about cooperation. And I'm like, seriously, you're such a pain. I came all the way here. It's 10 p.m. and you tell that we cannot still talk about cooperation. So while we're sitting in this office drinking tea, he's like, you go and play more with the games. I'm like, I'm not playing anymore. I understand. Okay. The point is, I wanted to know where was your factory, what was it like, some basics, and he wanted me to understand each machine like details. I was like, I'm not interested in that, because if there is a client, they will ask and we will work together with your team and my staff. We will figure that out. But I do not need to know all the details and all the specification of each and every product that I'm selling, because I'm selling thousands of different products. And once client asks, I will answer them, because I have my workers who have the information. Of course we have it. Anyways, so he didn't want to speak, and it for me was enough, and I was like, okay, let's cut it off. I'm going, like, let's go back. So he took me back, and I wanted to stay in this spa, because in China you can stay in some spas. By the way, I have recorded a video which I will be posting soon. I have to edit. And he also wanted to stay with me, not like with me next to me, but like in that place. And I'm like, no way. I thought I was getting rid of him, because he was kind of sticky, you know. And for me, it was enough. 10 p.m. It was 11 p.m., almost 12 when we arrived to city center of Guangzhou. So for me, it was like, this is it. You just walk away. He was like, no way, I'm also tired. I'm like, hey, your home is in Guangzhou. Why wouldn't you just go home? No, he wanted to stay in the spa to have fun and relax too, and he will invite a friend. So he invited this friend, which I never saw, and I went to because in a spa in China, they will divide like women and men, and you will go to your women section, and it's okay, you don't need to see him anymore because it's super big. So I just entered my place, and he went his own way, and we didn't meet again. But guess what? Next day, when he's going to company, he texted me and he's like, let's go to the factory to see some other products and to see this and that. And I was like, no way. I have to write 1 hour long, and we don't even know whether he's gonna disclaim, no, you know, like our cooperation agreement. So I was like, I'm not going there. You lost the chance. I came all the way from Shenzhen, and I had to stay 1 night in Guangzhou because of you, and you still do not want to talk about business, so it's enough. So he went by himself, and oh surprise, in the way he crashed the car, because he was, I don't know whether he was, I'm not sure about, did he had some drinks that night, or he was just in a rush to arrive to the company. However, I noticed that he was not a very good driver from the beginning of the previous night, and I feel really, how to say, regretful that he had this, how to say it, in the car, a hole in the car. I'm sorry, my English. Okay, I don't know how to call it, but that you can go out and the air, you know, in the ceiling of the car. You guys teach me some English. So I was so excited because in Mexico, you know, Latin people like to go out and like, yeah, party. So I was like, can I go out? And that night I put myself, my head out, and I was so happy about like, yeah, having the time of my life. But he also raised his hand like, oh, out. And I was like so scared. I was like, you should drive with both hands. Why are you like playing with me there? Not playing with me, but with the air. And I was like, so I came immediately down to the car. However, the point is that he crashed the car. Luckily, I was not there with him anymore, and I didn't want to meet him anymore. I was like, it's over. So, because of I blocked him, he ordered one of his workers. I'm not very sure, but I think he's part of the company stockholder, so he's kind of a little bit of a boss there, so I'm not sure. Anyways, some sellers came to me asking that they wanted me to sign a contract with the conditions about our cooperation, and it was not even fruitful for me. It was not even benefitful. How to call it? Not profitable, but it was not very advantageous for my side. So I was like, yeah, I'm doing all this promotion work and I'm really getting nothing. Like, I don't think it's convenient for me. I guess that's the word. So I told them, wait like 2-3 days, we're gonna think about it and we will come back to you. I told this seller. And me and my assistant were talking about this contract and we were thinking it was not worth it. Okay, so they didn't wait the 3 days that I told them. They just came back the next morning. Hello, did you look at our contract? Whatever. They were just stalking me. And I was like, I didn't answer. No answer. Okay, they will take out something like they will send picture, videos. I don't know. They will send whatever. Oh, and by the way, at this point, I had already blocked the guy because he was super annoying. He will send messages from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. literally. Have you slept, my teacher? How are you? This is our cooperation. Come to our factory. Look at this Colombian client. He will send me videos. He will send me pictures, music, whatever. And I was not answering his messages. At one point, it just got like enough. So I blocked him. So his seller was now in contact with me. And then I tell the seller, listen, I went to factory. Your boss or your seller, this salesman didn't want to speak to me. It's enough. I'm not gonna have contact with you anymore. You talk to my assistant, and I will tell her to report with you. She will report to me whatever are the news, and that's the way we're gonna work. I don't wanna have contact with you guys anymore because for me it's kind of a loss of time. So this is it. If you want to keep trying our cooperation, just talk to her. And they didn't make any attention to my advice. They kept calling me. They thought my assistant have not power enough to take the situation, which I find very unrespectful. And the girl just kept contacting until the point that I blocked her too. It was a few days ago. Okay, so this is when it starts getting so creepy. This guy kept sending mail after mail, mail after mail. I'm gonna just, here I have some emails. So last week was when he was like, hello, I'm going to Shenzhen tomorrow. Can we have a meet? I have something special to let you know. And I didn't reply because this guy is just a freak and I am really afraid of it. And then he sends me this other email the next day. Hello, I cannot concentrate on my job these days because I miss all about one girl instead of job. What is this? Do you miss me or hate me? Will you accept my love? God, I didn't even read this line because he has a bunch of things here. What should I do now? Oh, this is just crazy, okay? I didn't reply. I was so busy I didn't reply. But I start getting more annoyed. And then it's like he sent another email. From now on, I make a decision that I will learn Spanish. And I'm sure I can communicate with your family. What is this nonsense? Wow, look at this. Number one, if you are sad and need someone to talk, please call me. If you are lonely and need someone to accompany, please call me. If you are angry and need someone to boxing, please call me. This is the first time I'm reading this email because if you need someone to see the sunset together, oh yeah, I'm gonna call him, seriously. Do you think I'm gonna call him? No. All of above requirements, just call and I will appear within 2 hours. Because Guangzhou and his living place is 2 hours away from my place. Thank God, seriously, thank life that he didn't bring me back. Because that day he was like, do you want me to bring you back to Shenzhen? But it was too late that we didn't come back. If he would have bring me back to Shenzhen, he will know my address. I cannot imagine how could I deal with the situation, seriously. So now I put him on junk mail, but emails kept coming from other addresses. Are you busy this weekend? Will you need to play with children this Sunday? What is this? Seriously. If you're available, I want to go to Shenzhen. I saw. Oh, and then he's a stalker. He follows me on Facebook, so he's like, I saw your Facebook. It's wonderful. Oh, because I published my apartment, like my room. How was my room like? I'll make a video about that in English after. Sorry, I'm getting tired of my hand. And then he's like, look, you have to listen this seriously. I saw your Facebook. Your room is wonderful, but it's so small. It's only 40 square meters. How on earth he knew this? Actually, my room is like 44 square meters. I have a studio. I never published on Facebook like my room is these meters. I just was like, hey, this is the place. So how detailed is he stalking me, seriously? And then he's like, a beautiful girl like you should own a big, nice car and a big, nice home. Do you want me to buy a home in Shenzhen? Do you want your mom to come and live together with you? It's like a Chinese tradition of living with the parents. If yes, I can help you. Let us buy the house in Shenzhen. Let me send you one BMW. Let me send you one BMW to you. I want to go Shenzhen to make it true for you. I feel disgusting, really. You cannot imagine this. Please let me know. If it's okay, I will meet you and go to see the house this weekend. Whoa, guys, this is the first time I'm reading this mail because it's so long. The mails are super long, are like love letters, like last century love letters. And this is my business mail. Mails do not keep from coming all day long. So I'm just like, oh, spam. It was on spam, so I didn't read it before very clearly. I will concentrate on you all the time. It's like, it's so freaking freak. It's like, it's so creepy. I love you. I love the way you talk to me. I don't even talk to him anymore. And the way I talked to him was like, listen, shut up, let's go to business. Of course, I was not unrespectful. I was like, I do not want to speak. I don't want to talk more. Let's just focus. Love the way you stare at me. This guy has problems, seriously. It's so freak. I love anything about you. Oh, do you remember the video I took for you that day? It's the video in the company. I will keep until I die. And then he sent my picture, which is so freaky. And then there's another email. Dear, can I have the chance to be Mexico's son-in-law? Oh my God. To be honest, if I have no chance to be Mexico's son-in-law, I want to be your assistant and help you to take the video. I found the video you took so perfect. He keeps spying. I am sure that he's watching this video. And I do not care. Yeah? By the way, I have scheduled to go to Mexico in August. Do you mind that we go together? By the way, because I am leaving to Mexico very soon. Now I am afraid to tell anything about my personal life because he's stuck in here. You will have a more colorful future life. I think the younger the... Whom will you give the true love to? What? When I close my eyes, I miss you. When I wake up, I miss you. When I pick up clients, I miss you. When I get together with another girl, I miss you. What is this? I feel... Seriously. Besides his mouth smell, because I don't know, he smelled bad. And then today again, have you slept? I just finished my job. If I have a chance to meet you, I will come. Okay, so this today was the last. It was like, it's enough. And I talked to this Alibaba I talked to these guys whom they invited me to give this talk in Guangzhou, and I was like, hey, since I was from your team side, you have to defend me on this because I cannot handle it anymore. I block him on WeChat. I put his mail on junk mail, but he still handles to keep sending mails. And I was like, this is enough. You have to talk to him and you have to tell you cannot harass one of our members, because he was invited to this talk. Not invited, but he was like a volunteer to come to listen my talk. And this cannot continue. And if this continues, I'm seriously not giving any more of those talks, which I thought it was super nice and interesting. It was in Chinese for 2 hours. For me, it was a big, huge challenge and step on my career life, but to encounter these things just makes me think, um, yeah, it's not nice. I don't feel comfortable. Today I was enraged. My channel is always bright and sunny, and today it's not an exception. It's Friday, and we are in love because it's July. But come on, this is too much. And then my assistant is saying, you know, this guy, he's not very honest. And I think the only thing that he wants is to take advantage of our platform, which is Facebook, because he wants to open a branch in Mexico. He had told me before, and he wanted us to cooperate, to like be partners on it, but no way. So he wants to go in August. I didn't know about this, but I knew that he wanted to go and open a branch of its products and of its company on Mexico. And he was talking to me about how will be the best way to cooperate. Okay, this is the end of the situation. And I feel just better that I've talked to someone. I felt really not lonely, but how I could tell you. Okay, if I was in Mexico, I could call someone, you know, Mexico, and I could be like, hey guys, help me. And there would be a man like, hello, stop harassing her, you know? But I'm here by myself. And of course, I'm not just by myself, but it's not like Mexico, like you can really, you know what I mean. I mean, I do not wish the best for anyone, but this is way too much. This is annoying, this is harassment, this is even sexual harassment. Like, seriously, it's harassment against me. And I was like, I published this on WeChat this morning, and I was like, please help. I cannot handle this anymore by myself. And I talked to this company, this speeches company. How is it better called? I don't know. And they were like, we're gonna solve the situation, don't worry, just stay calm please, and we will talk to him, and that's it. Because it's unbearable. I've been in China almost gonna be 8 years, and this never happened to me. Of course it happened that sometimes suppliers were so annoying, but it didn't happen to this point. Especially we are now connected to all kind of social media, Western and Chinese social media, and he's stalking on everywhere. He's watching my daily post on Facebook, he's watching my daily YouTube videos. So yeah, this is for you. Just stop stalking me, please. I do not want to make operation. I don't know what to make friends with you. I'm not interested in your love. Sorry, just go away from my life. Don't talk to me, don't send me emails, don't watch my videos. Just go, please, for the good of all. Stop stalking me, okay? That's it. Sorry. We need to have a good Friday. Yeah. So now I'm gonna go out and try to change the day for today. Thank you guys for listening to this video. I love you all, you know? Apart from... Okay. Past, forward. Guys, you are my light. Girls, thank you very much for being with me and supporting me. I really appreciate it, and I just gonna keep blogging for you about what is happening in raw vegans Mexicans China life. Thank you. Bye bye.